The Alcorn Braves are trying to make some noise on the recruiting trail, a team we haven't talked about in a while. We're going to talk about them and what this could mean for Coach McNair after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. here at the Black Boss channel on Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, a four-star prospect out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, dropped his top 12. Now, it's a top 12, and it's very early, and 12 is a lot of schools. But in that top 12 was a school that looked very familiar. And let's go to young man. His name is Curley Reed. Mr. Curley Reed dropped the top 12. And as you see in the bottom right hand, you see the Alcorn Braves. Yes, the Alcorn Braves, the HBCU is up there with a number of Power 5 schools, including USC and Oregon and Florida State and LSU and Auburn and Miami and et cetera, et cetera. But the Alcorn Braves and Coach Fred McNair have made the top 12 of a big-time four-star prospect. Now, let me go ahead and show you Mr. Curley Reed's 247. He is a top 160 prospect in the entire country. He is a big-time player, legit 6'2", 185 at cornerback, which is always a good sign. Top 160 prospect in the country. They have him at 6'1". He lists himself as 6'2", 185 out of Lake Charles College Prep in Lake Charles, Louisiana. As you see, the offers: Arizona State, Florida State, Kansas State, LSU. And we saw the top 12 earlier. This is huge because ever since they took that pause for the COVID years, essentially, Alcorn missed essentially 2 years of football. The Braves haven't been the same. They haven't been the same. And so, therefore, getting on the recruiting trail, offering big time players, and hopefully landing some of these big time players will help Coach McNair in the Braves down there in Alcorn. You know, before COVID, the Braves were the cream of the crop of the SWAC. They went 9-4. They played in the Celebration Bowl. They were it. They had a 6-1 conference record. But since that pause in COVID, and now losing their quarterback who went on to sign with the Cleveland Browns and Felix Harper, the Braves need to somehow make something shake. Going 6-5 wasn't terrible last year with their first, season back after post all the COVID mess. And they were the only SWAC school to not play neither. Obviously, nobody played in the fall, but they didn't even participate in the spring football with the 4 or 5 games that different SWAC schools played. But getting that 6-5 year and getting their first taste of football in essentially 2 years was big. Now trying to build on that momentum, Coach McNair, and a lot of people has slept on the Braves. A lot of people have, so because after losing Felix Harper, the additions of Hugh Jackson, the recruiting crazy phenomenon that Coach Prime is doing at Jackson State, FAMU's bringing back a squad that is loaded. So a lot of people have had the Braves under the radar. They've had Alcorn under the radar and aren't talking about them a lot, and that's understandable. But this is a way to get your name back in the news cycle, to hit the recruiting trail hard, to invade the state of Louisiana, the Southern Territory, the Grambling Territory, to try to invade the state of Louisiana and grab a top 160 prospect potentially. Now, it's a long shot. It's not. This is not a walk in the park. This is not a clear-cut thing that they're going to be able to land Mr. Curley Reed, because as you see, his services is wanted by a number of Power 5 schools. But the simple fact that the Braves are in on this young man, the simple fact that they've extended the offer, they've made the top 12, to continue to build on that relationship, this may be someone that can help flip and turn things around, at least on the recruiting trail for Coach McNair. Now, obviously, this fall, they're going to have to make some noise on the actual field, something that they're very well capable of doing. They got to settle who's going to be the starting quarterback, and they got to do some positions that need some overturn, get some new faces in there and to try to make some noise, because like I said, the SWAC is going to be highly competitive this year. Like Mississippi Valley is going to be one of the most slept on teams that's going to give a lot of people a run for their money. We've already talked about Grambling, JSU, and FAMU, but teams like Southern are going Coach Dooley and Southern, they're going to make some noise. So the Braves have to be able to etch their way and get through that loaded crop of great competitive teams in the SWAC to be able to make some noise and try to land players like Curley Reed right here. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think the Alcorn Braves will be able to do this fall? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYjr with the Black Boss Channel. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That's Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Can Coach McNair and the Braves make some noise this fall, or is the SWAC just gonna the other teams, the other top dogs in the SWAC, going to leave them in the dust? I don't know. I have faith in Coach McNair. I've seen him do some great things at Alcorn. Let's see what they'll be able to do with the SWAC and all the other teams turning it up a notch this fall of 2022. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Peace.